going on, Sports Mafia fans? Yo, what is going on with this? Dang it. Hold on. Yo, what's going on, Sports Mafia fans? Oh, man, it's doing it again. I don't know. I'm going to fix this. Hold on. I wonder... Hold on, guys. All right, hold on, guys. I'll be right back. I got to change the cameras out. Hold on. Give me 1 second. All right, there we go. Now it's working. Jeez. Thing drives me insane. Hold on, let me zoom this thing in. Zoom it out just a little bit. Pull it down. Sorry, guys. Give me a second. Jesus. Now the thing's all blurry. Whatever. All right. We'll just hop into it. We'll make this bigger. Then we'll take this one. Move it down here. Nope. Nope. Make it just a little bit bigger so I can move it real quick over here. Sorry, guys, for this technical difficulties. This thing drives me insane sometimes. This is why you test everything before you run it. All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome, 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 man. Glad to see everybody here. Glad to see you guys all here. Gosh darn it. Hang on, let me move this bad boy over here again. Okay. There we go. Now it should work. All right, cool. So after all the technical difficulties, guys, we're going to just hop right into it. Let's see here. Let's see what we got. All right, so let's start it off. Everybody ready? All right, guys, we got the New York Giants. Or I'm sorry, the New York Jets. Yep, the New York Jets, 14-3, guys. I think that the Jets adding everybody who they've added, Delvin Cook, they got Garrett Wilson all healthy and ready to go. They got Sauce ready. They also added no other than Aaron Rodgers. I think Aaron Rodgers is going to come out and be like, yo, new me, new team. I'm ready to run it, ready to go. I think that this is going to be a huge year for the Jets. I got them losing against Buffalo right off the gate. Okay? Right off the gate, they're going to lose. Hands down, no questions asked. I may be wrong. Remember, guys, this is just my take. They're going to beat Dallas. They're going to beat the Patriots. They're going to beat the Chiefs. They're going to lose to the Broncos just because the Broncos always have that one game who they beat the best team in the league. Then they're going to win against, whoa, come on. Then they're going to win against the Eagles. Then they're going to win against the Giants. Then they're going to win against the Chargers. They're going to win against the Raiders. They're going to beat the Bills. They're going to beat the Dolphins. They're going to beat the Falcons. They're going to beat Houston. They're going to beat the Dolphins again. They're going to beat the Commanders. They're going to beat, or I'm sorry, they're going to lose against Cleveland, and then they're going to beat New England. I think that the New York Jets are going to be the team to be this year. I do not think that they're going to make it past the second round of the playoffs, but I do think that this New York Jets team is going to be number one in the division. Number two, we got the Bills. Bills are going to win against the Jets. beat the Raiders, beat the Commanders. They're going to lose to the Dolphins week 4 like they did last year. They're going to beat the Jags. They're going to beat the Giants. They're going to beat the Patriots. They're going to beat the Bucs. They're going to lose to the Bengals. This is going to be the rematch game where they had Damar Hamlin go down. I think that the Bengals are going to beat them here. They're going to win against the Broncos. They're going to lose against the Jets. They're going to lose to Philly. They're going to beat Kansas City week 14. Then they're going to beat Dallas week 15. They're going to lose against the Chargers. They're going to win against the Patriots and then beat Miami. So, I mean, I don't really have the Bills, as what the record that they had last year with 13-4. But, yeah, dude, I really do think that the Bills are going to be a good team this year. Miami loses to the Chargers right off the bat. Then they're going to win their next 5 games in a row. They're going to beat the Patriots, the Broncos, the Bills, the Giants, and the Panthers. Then they're going to lose to the Eagles. Then they're going to beat the Patriots. Then they're going to lose against the Chiefs. Then they're going to beat the Raiders. They're going to lose to New York, lose to Washington Commanders. They're going to beat Tennessee. They're going to lose to the Jets. They're going to beat the Cowboys, beat the Ravens, and then lose to Buffalo on their last game. That's what's going to make them 10-7. New England. I don't see New England doing anything big this year. Reason being is I don't see a solid defense. I don't see a solid offense. I know that they just signed Zeke. I know that they got Devontae Parker, but Devontae Parker's older. He's not really that number 1 receiver. They got the dancing clown and Juju Smith-Schuster. I don't think that Juju's going to be one of the greatest wide receivers for them, but I got them losing their first 4 games. I got them beating the Saints and the Raiders. I got them losing to Buffalo. I got them beating the Dolphins at least one time. They're going to beat the Dolphins one time. Then they're going to lose to Washington. They're going to lose to the Colts. They're going to win against the Giants. They're going to lose to the Los Angeles Chargers. K-Bot, what's going on, bro? How you doing? Yeah, dude, sorry. I don't know what's going on. I'm having technical difficulties. I'll fix it on the next drive. My other camera was having some problems, man. It's just a lot of technical difficulties today. So I'm going to fix it later. I'm not going to do it mid-show. This is why you test all your product before you start the show. So they're going to win against the Steelers. They're going to lose to the Chiefs. They're going to win against the Broncos. They're going to lose to the Bills and then lose to the Jets. I got New England being 6-11. Standings are going to look like this. Jets number 1, Bills number 2, Miami number 3, New England 6. New England 4th. Last place. So now we're going to go over to the AFC. Wait, did I mess up? No, AFC North. Here we go. I got Cincinnati Bengals. I got Cincy winning against the Browns, losing against the Ravens, winning their next several games as they face the Rams, the Titans, the Cardinals, the Seahawks, the 49ers, the Bills, the Texans, the Ravens. The only reason why that I gave the Cleveland Browns the first win of the game is we don't know if Joe Burrow is going to be back yet. There's really nothing on him yet about coming back. He is still hurt. He is still injured. But if he comes back, then it's going to be a win against the Ravens. And they're going to start the season off undefeated. I know it sounds crazy, but think of it this way. Rams don't have a defense. Tennessee doesn't have a defense. Arizona doesn't have a defense. Seattle is okay and they're decent. They can score, but they don't really have that big of a defense at the moment. Yeah, they got Woodley and they got a couple other guys off of the roster and stuff like that. But this Cincinnati Bengals team literally has the best trio wide receivers in the game. They got Jamar Chase, they got Higgins, and they also have Tyler Boyd. But let's not forget that they also have Joe Mixon. So that's why I'm putting the Bengals at such a high altitude of winning constantly all the time. And then they're going to lose to the Steelers. I think that they're going to come off that Baltimore win and lose. I think they're going to lose against the Jags. I think the Jags offense is a lot better than what it was last year, adding Calvin Ridley in there. Now with Travis Etienne healthy, now that Trevor Lawrence has a couple of seasons under his belt, I think that he's going to come out firing. Then they're going to win against the Colts. That's a no-brainer. The Colts, they do not have a defense. They don't really have an offense. Who knows what we're going to do with Jonathan Taylor just yet. Then we're going to go ahead and give them a win against the Vikings. I think that the Vikings Losing Dalvin Cook is going to hurt them a lot. But adding Jordan Addison is going to help them out a lot, but still losing that running back threat that they've always had in Devontae Adams, I just think that, the Vikings are just going to take a step back, and I don't think they're really going to do all that hot. You guys will see when it comes to the NFC North here in a second. Then they're going to win against the Steelers, they're going to lose to the Chiefs, and then they're going to beat the Browns at their last game. Excuse me. Sorry, guys. I've got a little bit of a cough. Here we go with the Ravens. I got the Ravens winning their first 3 games against the Texans, the Bengals, and the Colts. Again, Colts and Texans, they do not have a defense. They don't really have that good of an offense. They're in a rebuilding stage. I think that the Texans and the Colts are going to keep having a losing season until about year 3 with Anthony Richardson, and then also with CJ. So then we're going to go down here, and they're going to place the Browns and the Steelers. They're going to lose both of those games. I don't think that I personally don't think that the Ravens have that good of a defense as well. I also don't think that they have that good of an offense. J.K. Dobbins comes back, yeah, but he's injury prone. He's been hurt for the last 2 or 3 years. Then you got somebody in my mind who isn't worth $260 million, but he's not a bad quarterback. It's just that his numbers show me that he's a backup quarterback. Now, I understand what everyone's going to say. They added Zay Flowers. They added Odell. Remember, guys, Odell has been hurt a lot of his career. He also, when he was playing in the Super Bowl, he tore his ACL. I mean, yeah, he got a ring. He got 2 touchdowns. But before that, when he was on the Browns, he didn't have his first 100-yard game until 2019, after he missed so many years of not playing. So once again, it's just to me that this Ravens team isn't really fully stacked just yet. I would love to see what they can do later on in the future. I think that they would be a great team in the future. But to me, Lamar Jackson is just a backup quarterback. Sorry, but he really is just a backup quarterback to me. Then I got them beating the Titans, losing against the Lions. Then I also have them winning against the Arizona Cardinals. Again, Arizona doesn't have a defense. They don't really have a solid offense. So a lot of these teams that are playing Arizona, I'm gonna pick the other team other than Arizona. The Seahawks, they're going to win against the Seahawks. They're going to win against the Browns. They're going to lose to Cincy because now Joe Burrow is back. They're going to lose to the Chargers. Chargers are healthy. They're ready to go. They have one of the best offense and best defenses if you go and look at them on paper. Yeah, they may be a little bit older, but they're also veterans, so they know exactly what they're doing when it comes to the game. Then they're going to have a bye week 13. They're going to beat the Rams. Guys, you're going to be super surprised when you see the Rams at the very last of this video. You're going to look at me and go, yo, you really have them doing that? I mean, the Rams doesn't have that good of an offense. They don't have a really good defense anymore. They lost a lot of great players. So the Rams, to me, yeah, they got Matthew Stafford and Cooper Kupp. But again, like, it can't just be Cooper Kupp doing the whole entire work. You got to get Van Jefferson in there. You got to get Tyler Higbee in there. And just watching Matthew Stafford last year, he wasn't really moving the ball around like he did with Detroit. So the Rams, they're just not going to be the team. They're going to lose against Jacksonville. They're going to lose against the 49ers, Miami, and then they're also going to win against the Steelers, which is going to make them 9-8. I got the Cleveland Browns doing 9-8 as well. Just because I just feel like that Cleveland, I feel like that Cleveland's going to be a little bit better than Baltimore. If you look at the team that they have the most consistent running back that's out there in Nick Chubb. They also have Amani Cooper, and they also just added Elijah Moore, and now David Njoku is back. I'm not a really big fan about Deshaun Watson, so I'm not going to talk about Deshaun Watson. He will never be mentioned on this show, or he'll be mentioned, but he'll never be talked about on this show. So I really do think that this Cleveland Browns offense and this Cleveland Browns defense is going to have a great opportunity this year. It's just all about the matter of fact, if Amani Cooper and Elijah Moore can be healthy and connect, and if David Njoku can also be healthy as well. Their quarterback, the Predator is what we're going to call him. if he can get his crap together, there's no reason why that this team can't go 9-8. Nick Chubb is going to carry this team like he did for the past 2 years. If you go back and look at his stats, 1,500 yards rushing with 700 yards receiving, and also 13 and 15 touchdowns. 15 touchdowns last year, 13 touchdowns not last year, but the year before. So Cleveland Browns, they're going to lose their first 2 game openers. Pittsburgh's defense is going to be too strong for them. Cincinnati Bengals offense is going to be way too good for them. Then we're going to go down to the Titans. They're going to win against the Titans. They're going to win against the Ravens. They're going to lose against San Fran. San Fran has a better defense and a better offense. So then we're going to go down to the Indianapolis Colts, where they're going to beat the Colts. They're going to lose to the Seahawks. The Seahawks, I think, has a little bit better of an offense than them. Just based off of having Kenneth Walker, Geno Smith, DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett. I just think that this Seahawks team is going to be really good this year. Going down to Arizona, again, Arizona, I don't think that they want to win. I mean, they just caught Colt McCoy, which Colt McCoy is the best backup since the early 2000s. So, I don't know what they're doing and why they're cutting. They think they're going to be running with Joshua Dobbs, which Joshua Dobbs hasn't really started a game, and when he has, he's lost all 3 of them. So that's just something just to keep in the back of your head too when you are betting out there. Remember these teams: the Rams, the Cardinals, the Colts, the Texans. Remember those 4 teams, and you'll make a lot of money on them. Baltimore, they're going to lose to Baltimore. They're going to beat the Pittsburgh Steelers. They're going to beat the Broncos. They're also going to beat the Rams. They're going to lose to the Jaguars. They're going to lose to the Bears. They're going to win against the Texans. They're going to win against the Jets, which I know everyone's probably thinking that's a little bit of crazy, but I just don't see the Jets having a very strong, powerful run defense this year. Then they're going to lose to the Bengals. So now we're going to go to Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's going to lose their game opener against the 49ers. I just don't think that the Steelers' offense is strong enough with Kenny Pickett, George Pickens, Dante Johnson, Najee Harris, I mean Pat Fairmouth. I just don't see them being that strong of an offensive of team. I do see them being a pretty decent, strong run-stopping defense, but against the pass, I just don't see it. So Pittsburgh is going to be 8-9. They're going to lose to the 49ers, win to the Browns. They're going to lose against the Raiders. They're going to beat their next 3 teams, which is going to be the Texans, the Ravens, and the Rams. They're going to lose to the Jaguars, lose to Tennessee. Again, it's Derrick Henry. I don't think that they're going to be able to stop Derrick Henry. Adding in with DeAndre Hopkins and having Trey Burton being ready to go. I just see that Tennessee's not going to be a bad team this year. They're going to beat the Packers. They're going to lose to the Browns. They're going to win against the Bengals, win against the Cardinals, lose to the Patriots. Then they're going to beat the Colts. Then they're going to lose to the Bengals, the Seahawks, and the Ravens with their last 3 games. I don't see them making the playoffs this year. What I do see, though, is Kenny Pickett actually coming out and looking like a superstar this year. Yep, he's going to be a second-year rookie. Under 3,000 yards isn't all that great, but he also didn't start. He didn't start till about week 6, week 7. So be on the lookout of this guy actually having 37 to 4K yards passing. I think that he's going to be the guy at Pitt this year. So let's look at the AFC North. We got the Bengals at 13-5, Ravens at 9-8, Browns at 9-8, and the Steelers at 8-9. Oh, I went too far again. Dang it. All right, guys, so let's hop right in to the AFC South. We got Jacksonville. Let's talk about Jacksonville real fast. When I look at Jacksonville, I look at Trevor Lawrence. What has Trevor Lawrence done over the past 2 years? I mean, he went to the Super Bowl, or not the Super Bowl, I'm sorry, he went to the playoffs. Threw 3 interceptions to Asante Samuels Jr., came back and won, stumped out the Chargers. Now that they have Calvin Ridley, you're telling me that Christian Kirk, Calvin Ridley, Travis Etienne, Evan Ingram, and Trevor Lawrence cannot take this team back to another playoff contending ship? I think so. I know this is going to sound a little bit crazy. But again, guys, I'm looking at the defense. This is why I did this. We're looking at defenses. What defenses are going to be strong? What defenses are going to be weak? So the Colts, weak. They win. Chiefs, they don't really have that good of a defense again this year. You guys can go ahead and put whatever you want to in the chat. You can, shame me for it, blame me for it, whatever. I just don't see the Chiefs being that great of a defensive team. I see them being a great offensive team, of course, because of Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce. But look around. Who else do they have that's going to be that receiver that's going to step up? You think Sky Moore's going to step up? No, he's too small. Sorry. You're going to look at what? Chris Jones on the defensive side? That's a one-man wrecking crew. I understand that. But again, their defense isn't that strong. Then we're going to go down to Houston. They're going to beat Houston. They're going to beat the Falcons. They're going to lose to the Bills. They're going to win to the Colts. They're going to lose to the Saints, but they're going to beat the Steelers. They're going to lose to the 49ers. Everyone knows why, the reason why the 49ers. Then they're going to come and they're going to beat Tennessee, beat Houston. They're going to lose to the Bengals. They're going to beat the Browns, the Ravens. They're going to lose to Tampa. Then they're going to beat the Carolina Panthers because the Carolina Panthers, they don't have that good of a defense. Then they're going to lose to the Tennessee Titans. This is the reason why I think they're going to lose to the Tennessee Titans on the last game. Is it's going to come down to the wire. Derrick Henry isn't going to want to step off again. He wants to go to the playoffs. He wants to win a Super Bowl. He wants to do it already. That's why they got DeAndre Hopkins. So, guys, once again, the Jags, 11-6. We're going to go down to Tennessee now. They're going to start their game off at New Orleans. They're going to beat New Orleans. New Orleans doesn't have that good of a defense this year. Marshawn Lattimore is still there. Cool, awesome. Jordan is still there, the whole nine, whatever. The Saints are going to have a good offense, but they're all not going to click right away. So they're going to beat the Saints. They're going to lose to the Chargers again. Telling you guys, the Chargers are going to be one of the best teams in the league. They're going to win against the Browns, lose to the Bengals, win against the Colts, lose to the Ravens, win against the Falcons, win against the Steelers. I don't think that the Steelers are going to have that good of a run defense against this Tennessee Titans team. Then they're going to lose to the Bucks. They're going to lose to the Jags. Then they're going to lose to Carolina. I think that Carolina is going to be that one team, that special team, just like it is every single year, where there's always that one team that is down on the year and they beat one of the rising star teams. It happens every single year. The Colts, they're going to get the win against the Colts. They're going to lose to the Dolphins. They're going to win against the Colts, lose to the Seahawks, and they're going to win their next two games against the Titans and the Jags. Now we got Indianapolis Colts. The Colts are going to lose their first three games right off the bat. No questions asked. They're going to lose to the Jags, lose to the Texans, and they're going to lose to the Ravens. But they are going to win against the Rams. Then they're going to lose their next 5 in a row to the Titans, the Jags, the Browns, the Saints, and Carolina. Again, guys, look at the defense. Look at the other offenses that are out there. You got to understand that the game is completely different now. The running backs are out. Now it's all about the wide receivers, and it's all about the signing the quarterbacks. Look at Jonathan Taylor. Right now, they're not even trying to even sign Jonathan Taylor at the moment. Looking at New England, they're going to win against New England. They're going to win against the Bucks. Then they're going to lose week 13, 14, and 15 to the Titans, Bengals, and the Steelers. Then they're going to win against the Falcons, Raiders, and the Texans. And they're going to be 6-11. Houston's going to be 4-13. They're going to lose a lot of their games. A lot. They're going to lose. Let's just start off. They're going to lose against the Ravens. They're going to beat the Colts. I think that this is going to be a rookie standoff, and I think that the Texans are going to come out and whoop their ass, hands down. Then they're going to lose their next 7 in a row. They're going to lose to the Jags, the Steelers, the Falcons, the Saints, the Panthers, the Bucks, the Bengals, 100%. They're going to win against the Cardinals. Again, the Cardinals have no defense and the Cardinals have no offense. Then they're going to lose to the Jaguars. They're going to win against the Broncos. They're going to lose to the Jets. They're going to win to the Titans. Remember, guys, there's always that one team out there that is going to win against the Rising Star squad. Then they're going to lose their last 3 to the Browns, Browns, Titans, and the Colts. AFC South is going to look like this. Jags, Titans, Colts, Texans. So that's going to be nice to see. All right. Let's hit the AFC West. Again, you guys are all going to hate me for this. But I don't care. Because this is bold predictions. I got the Chargers being 13-4. They're going to win their first 4 games. They're going to win against the Dolphins, the Titans, the Vikings, and the Raiders. Okay? Those are easy wins. So you got a very pass-heavy team in the Dolphins, but all of their players are now coming back, and they're all going to be healthy now. The Titans, they have a really good run-stopping defense. The Vikings, they have a really good passing defense against the Vikings as well. The Raiders don't really have anybody as well. They have Jacoby Myers, which is their number 2 receiver, but they have Devontae Adams as well. But here's also the problem, though. Jimmy G, I don't think is going to click right away. I don't see this Raiders team being exceptionally great. I think that their defense is going to lose them a lot of their games, but their offense is going to keep them in kind of the contendership. But once again, guys, I think that the Raiders are not going to have that great of a defense. That's why I gave them a loss here. Then they're going to lose. Then they're going to lose to the Cowboys. They're going to beat the Chiefs. They're going to beat Chicago. They're going to lose to the Jets, lose to the Lions. They're going to win their next several games from week 11 to week 17. They're going to beat the Packers. They're going to beat the Ravens. They're going to beat the Patriots. They're going to beat the Broncos. They're going to beat the Raiders again. They're going to win against the Bills. They're going to win against Denver. And then they're going to lose against Kansas at the end of week 18. Kansas City is not going to let them beat them twice. Going to Kansas City. I think Kansas City is going to be 10-6 this year. I think they're going to lose their home opening game to the Lions. Then they're going to lose to the Jacksonville Jaguars. Again, their defense isn't all that great. Then they're going to beat the Bears. They're going to lose to the Jets. They're going to lose to the Vikings. They're going to beat the Broncos. They're going to lose to the Chargers. Then they're going to win literally their next several games. They're going to beat the Broncos. They're going to beat the Dolphins. They're going to beat the Eagles, beat the Raiders, beat the Patriots. And then they're going to lose to the Bills. The Bills are not going to let them beat them again. They're just not. They're sick of losing to Kansas City every single time. They're sick of it. Then they're going to win their next 4 games in a row against the Pats, the Raiders, the Bengals, and the Chargers. So that's what makes them 10-6. I just don't see the Chiefs being that strong of a defensive team. We're going to look at the Raiders at 6-11. They're going to win their opening game against the Broncos. I don't think that the Broncos are going to be good this year. You guys will see here very shortly why. They're going to lose to the Bills. They're going to win against the Steelers. They're going to lose week 4 to week 8. So they're going to lose those next few games. They're going to lose to the Chargers, the Packers, the Patriots, the Bears, and the Lions. Then they're going to come out and win against the Jets. Then they're going to come back home and they're going to lose to the Jets. Then they're going to lose to the Dolphins, lose to the Chiefs. Then they're going to go to Minnesota and they're going to lose at the Vikings. Then they're going to win against the Chargers. Then they're going to lose to the Chiefs, lose to the Colts. The Broncos are going to beat them at their final game. The Broncos, I got them at 4-13. I have them losing against the Raiders, beating the Washington Commanders, losing to the Dolphins, winning against the Bears, losing against the Jets, losing against the Chiefs, winning against the Green Bay Packers, which I know is kind of weird, but again, guys, I think that Green Bay has a lot to work on offensively. I don't think that they're going to be the great offensive team that everybody expects them to be, but they're going to have a good season, but they're not going to be the better team. They're going to lose to the Chiefs. They're going to lose to the Bills, the Vikings, and then the Browns. They're going to beat the Texans. Then they're going to lose their next games from week 14 to 18. They're going to lose to the Chargers, lose to the Lions, lose to the Patriots. They're going to lose again to the Chargers. And then Las Vegas Raiders, they're going to lose at the end of the year. That's what makes them 4-13. So here you guys have it. AFC West. Chargers 13-4, Chiefs 10-6, Raiders 6-11, Broncos 4-13. If you can't get behind it, that's okay. All right, guys, so let's do the NFC East. This is one of my favorite divisions, just because it has so much potential in this division. I got the Eagles doing it again, 14-3. Okay. Week 1, they're going to win their first 5 games. They're going to beat the Patriots, beat the Vikings, beat the Buccaneers, beat Washington, beat the Rams. Then we're going to go down to the Jets, and they're going to lose against the Jets. They're going to win their next 3 against the Dolphins, the Commanders, and the Cowboys. They're going to have a bye week at week 10. Then they're going to lose to the Chiefs coming back at the Chiefs. They're going to beat Buffalo. They're going to lose to the 49ers. Then they're going to win their next 5 games from week 14 all the way to week 18. They're going to beat Dallas. They're going to beat the Seahawks. They're going to win against the Giants, win against the Cardinals, win against the Giants. Dallas Cowboys are going to be 9-8 this year. I don't see them being 12-6 like they were last year. I see them doing this right here just because they have such a tough schedule this year, and it's against a lot of really good defensive teams, but they're going to win their opening game at the Giants. They're going to win it. Then they're going to lose to the Jets. Then they're going to beat the Cardinals and beat the Patriots. They're going to lose to the 49ers and the Chargers. They're going to win against the Rams. They're going to lose against the Eagles. They're going to win against the Giants, win against the Panthers. Then they're going to... Dang it. Then they're going to lose against the Commanders. Then they're going to win against the Patriots. Then their next 2 games are going to win against the Patriots and the Saints if they come off of that bye week 13. Then they're going to lose to the Eagles. They're going to beat the Rams and lose to the Eagles again. I was looking at the wrong one. Sorry, guys. They're going to lose to the Commanders. They're going to win against the Seahawks. They're going to win against the lose against the Eagles, lose to the Bills, win to the Dolphins, loss to the Lions, and then they're going to win against the Commanders. New York. New York's going to be 8-9. New York's going to lose their opening game against Dallas. They're going to beat the Cardinals. They're going to lose to the 49ers. They're going to win to the Seahawks. Their next 2 games, they're going to lose to the Bills and the Dolphins, which you can't really fight me on that. They're going to win against the Commanders. They're going to lose to the Jets, win to the Raiders. They're going to lose to the Cowboys and the Commanders. Then they're going to win against the Patriots. They're going to go on that bye week, come back, win their next 2 games against the Packers and the Saints. Then the Philadelphia Eagles are going to lose, or they're going to lose to the Philadelphia Eagles. They're going to beat the Rams, lose to Philly. The Washington Commanders. This is a good one right here. Here we go. Excuse me. Excuse me. Gosh. Sorry, guys. I was cleaning my bathroom and I got all these chemicals in my lungs, and I've been coughing all this chemical stuff out of my lungs. I'm almost getting better. I'm almost there. It's just taking a long time, and it's starting to drive me a little insane. The Washington Commanders. They're going to win their opening game against the Cardinals. Then they're going to lose their next 4 to the Broncos, the Bills, the Eagles, and the Bears. Then they're going to win to the Falcons. They're going to lose their next 3 against the Giants, Eagles, and the Patriots. Then they're going to win 3 in a row against the Seahawks, the Giants, the Cowboys. Then they're going to lose against the Dolphins. They're going to go on that bye week, come back, beat the Rams, lose to the Jets, beat San Francisco, and then they're going to lose to Dallas. This is what it's going to look like. Eagles 14-3, Cowboys 8-9, Giants 8-8, Washington 7-10. Here we go, guys. NFC North. I think that Detroit's going to be a monster team this year. They're going to win their first 3 games. They're going to lose to the Packers. Then they're going to win their next 4 in a row to the Panthers, the Bucks, the Ravens, and the Raiders. Then they're going to lose to the Chargers. Detroit is then going to go to the Bears, and they're going to beat the Bears on their home turf. They're going to beat the Packers, so it's going to be 1-1. Then they're going to beat the Saints. They're going to beat the Bears twice. They're going to beat the Broncos. They're going to lose against the Vikings, beat Dallas, and then lose against the Vikings again. We always have trouble as a Lions fan, guys. We always have trouble with the Vikings in their passing game. We always have trouble against the Packers in their passing game as well. I know that we won our last 8 games in a row, but the last game that we won, we should have went to the playoffs, but instead the Seahawks went. So, yeah, I just think that the Lions are going to do 12-5 this year after how much that they have added to that defense, how much they have added to that offense. They get Marvin Jones Jr. back, which Marvin Jones for us was very, very, very talented receiver, played really well with our offense. He knows the offensive playbook. He also knows the other defenses that are out there as well. So I just think that this Lions team is going to be great this year. Chicago is going to be 9-9. I know it's crazy, but they just added two offensive linemen. They also added a center/guard. So this offense is going to be completely different this year. They are going to have one tackle, one guard, and one center that is brand new to this. They are going to protect this quarterback, Justin Fields. He can elude the presser. He can run, he can throw, he can scramble. He can just literally do it all. Now with David Montgomery gone, they're going to put in Khalib Herbert, which I think Herbert's a little bit better. He's more of a power back. He's a little bit stronger at that aspect of the game for them. They also just added DJ Moore. If you watch the preseason game, it looks like that Justin Field and DJ Moore are just on this weird connection. And it's honestly a really, really great connection to watch them throw the ball, run, their slant routes, the whole nine. Man, dude, this team is going to be great this year. They're going to go 9-9. They're going to win their first two games. They're going to beat the Packers and they're going to beat the Bucs. Then they're going to lose their next two. They're going to lose to the Chiefs. They're going to lose to the Broncos. They're going to beat the Commanders. They're going to lose to the Vikings. They're going to win to the Raiders. They're going to lose their next two games. They're going to lose to the Chargers. Chargers have a way better defense. They have a way better offense. Go look at the players. Go look at the stats. Look at who's on there. Guys, the Chargers have added everything that they possibly can for them to win a Super Bowl. Everybody is healthy. Everyone's ready to go. They've all rested. Justin Herbert is ready to go after those rib injuries. You can only imagine how bad that hurts, actually even throwing the ball and still getting hit time after time after time with broken ribs. Then they're going to lose to the Saints. They're going to win against the Panthers. They're going to lose to the Lions, the Vikings. They're going to go on a bye. They're going to come back. Then they're going to lose to the Lions after their bye week. They're going to win their next three games against the Browns, the Cardinals, and the Falcons. I just don't see the Cardinals and the Falcons having that great of a defense this year, especially with the run-stop defense. They did just add Jeff Okudah. They did just add A.J. Terrell last year. Casey Hayward is now healthy. They also have Jesse Bates back there at safety. They just added him as well. So this Falcons defense for passing is going to be great, but being able to stop the rush is going to be difficult. They don't have a front four like you would think. They don't have a middle three linebacker, outside linebacker game. Yes, I do think that their secondary is going to be the best that's out there. I mean, if you look at it like last year, A.J. Terrell did stop 26% of the passes that were allowed to his side. He deflected 26%, which is very, very good for a cornerback. Then if you look on the other side at Hayden, he did the same exact thing. He held 30%. So it's crazy to see what everyone is going to be doing. The Falcons, everyone's going to kind of be mad at me when I do this, but that's okay. I don't have the Falcons being the number one team in their division, but I do see them improving. They did just get Bijan Robinson, and they also have Tyler Algier, which is great. But again, it's not going to help Drake London on the wide receiver side. I think that it's going to be the run power, Bijan Robinson, Tyler Algier. I don't think they're going to be passing a lot like they should. Desmond Ridder isn't going to have that high of a passing yards. So that's why I put I put a win for Chicago. Vikings are going to be 9-8 this year. They don't have that great of a defense. They just lost their running back in Dalvin Cook. Yeah, I get it. Alexander Madison, whatever. But still, though, we haven't seen a lot of Madison lately. We have seen a lot of a Dalvin Cook. He has been injury prone in the past. But here's also the problem. When you look at what this Vikings offense has, they only have Justin Jefferson, and we don't know what Jordan Addison is going to do. We do have Kirk Cousins, which Kirk Cousins is a monster. Yes, they do have Hawkinson, but again, what are they going to do against the other better defenses that have that passing stop type defense? Now, remember this. Justin Jefferson last year didn't do that well for week 1 to week 4. He didn't have over double-digit points from week 1 to week 4 in fantasy. He was held by the Lions for 4 receptions for 44 yards. He was also held for 1 reception for 19 yards his first week. So, again, these other defenses who they're going up against, like the Eagles, the Chargers, the Chiefs, the 49ers. Let's not forget about Detroit twice. Let's not forget about the Bengals once. Like, again, it's going to be a defensive year this year, and defense is going to stop this passing game. So let's hop into it. The Bucks, they're going to beat the Bucks their game opener. Then they're going to go to the Seahawks they're going to go to the Eagles and they're going to lose. They're going to go to the Chargers, they're going to lose. Remember, guys, best defensive teams right there. Eagles has one of the best defenses in the league. Chargers also have one of the best defenses in the leagues. Then we're going to look at their next game. They're going to beat the Panthers. That's no question because the Panthers don't have that really good of a defense. They kind of have a solid offense, but I think that Adam Thielen's going to come out and have a terrific game against the Vikings to show them, hey, look what you lost. Then they're going to lose their next 3 games to the Chiefs, the Bears, and the 49ers. They're going to win from week 8 to week 12 against the Packers, Falcons, Saints, Broncos, and Bears. Then they're going to go on a bye. Then they're going to come back and they're going to lose to the Vikings and the Bengals. Then Detroit, they're going to beat Detroit's going to they're going to lose to Detroit. I should have put lose to Detroit, win against the Packers, lose to Detroit. Sorry guys, I messed up on that. Green Bay, they're going to lose to the Bears season opener. They're going to beat the Falcons, lose to the Saints. They're going to win against the Lions and the Raiders. Then they're going to win against the Broncos. They're going to lose to the Vikings, win against the Rams. Next 2 games against the Steelers and the Chargers are going to lose. Then they're going to win against Detroit, which should be backwards. So I kind of messed up on this. So this doesn't really matter anymore, which is awesome and great all at the same time. Well, pretty much, guys, we'll just go over to the standards. Lions are going to be number 1. Vikings and Green Bay are going to be battling back and forth. Bears are going to be 9-9. We'll just hop down and just do this because I did kind of mess up. I was rushing because I didn't have enough time. So that's completely my fault. I messed up. I should have prepared better. But you guys, we're all still learning, okay? Right? We're all still learning. The AFC South, Saints are going to be number 1. Falcons are going to be 6-11. Panthers are going to be 6-11. Tampa Bay is going to be 5-12. Now we're going to head down to the AFC West, where the Niners are going to be 13-5. Seahawks are going to be 9-8. Cardinals are going to be 3-14, and the Rams are going to be 1-16. I don't think the Rams are going to do anything this year. That's just me personally. Sorry, but not sorry at the same time. So, well, all right, guys. Well, to be honest, man, that's it. That's all I have for you guys. I should have planned this a little bit better. I just have been super busy. So, on the next go around, we'll redo this again. And, yeah, sorry about that, guys, but I will most definitely, see you guys on the next one. So don't forget, guys, next Tuesday, I will not be doing a show next Tuesday, but I will be doing one the following Tuesday. So yeah, guys, hopefully you guys all have a great weekend and a great week, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Everyone have a good one. Later.